Alright guys, making a video on F1 2012, don't really make it much, but I just want to show about some guy who's a bit of a noob and he annoyed me. But anyway, here we are in Korea. First corner, get there, and pretty clean really, avoid any contact, so just speeding up the bits that nothing really much happens. So just going down the main straight, not much happening here, and I think everyone outbrakes himself on this corner yet. So you want to watch the guy, I think it's in the Salbet, in second place now. He's the person who is driving like a noob all the way through. You can see here he's completely missed his braking point, gone out wide and used the escape road, and he's come back in first. I'm obviously not sure whether he gets a penalty for that or not, so you know, he's got to keep racing. But anyway, he's not, that's not the worst of the things that are to come of what he does. So he gets involved in a little three-way crash there, so I just nip through on the outside, think, oh, I might have this race in the bag now, get to this corner, and he rams me into the wall, and he just drives off, and he's laughing about it in game chat. So obviously I'm pretty annoyed about that, but I think, well, these guys aren't that good, so I'll just try and make it up. We've got 2 laps to go, so obviously there's not much happening now, just speeding this up, trying to catch up to them, and he's in first now, I think, just by ramming me off into the wall. I don't know whether he's got a penalty or not, he should do, but can't be entirely sure. So speeding all this up down the main straight, and you're going to see what he does in the next few corners. You can see him there in first, get round this pretty cleanly, and he's in first there, and again in this corner I'm pretty sure he outbrakes himself. Yep, outbrakes himself. You can see him there going to the escape road again. So he cuts off 2 corners again and comes out in first. Whether or not he's got a penalty for that, I don't know. So you know, you just got to keep going. But anyway, I'm pretty confident that we can all catch him up because he's not the best of drivers. But I just want to point out here, this guy here gives me a lot of space when I overtake him, which is what I want to see really when you're driving, some clean driving. He gives me a lot of space and backs off really, maybe a little bit too easy, but he's backed off there, so there wasn't any contact. So obviously I was pretty happy about that, but just going to speed it up now, trying to catch up to this guy in second, who is locking up quite a bit there, running a bit wide. But I'm going to have him on the first corner because I outbrake myself a little bit, but he outbrakes himself even more and runs wide. So here it is, I just overtake him there. So I think, right, let's catch up to this noob driver who's just practically taking the race from me by ramming me into a wall and cutting corners. So yeah, I run a bit wide here, but he's ran even more wide, so I'm catching up here. And I decided to give this guy a bit of space. Last lap I don't want any contact, don't want any crashes, so I just let him have the corner really. He locks up a bit, but still takes me, but I'm confident that I can overtake him later on in the lap, so I just let him have the position. And you can see the noob, who's called Dale, his game tag is he's running wide again, and he's pretty slow through these section of corners, which is why Blessing Zero, the guy in front of me, makes a little bit of contact with him there, which allows me through, and I'm right on his tail now, as you can see. Give him a little nudge because he's taking these corners pretty slow, and look at that, exactly the same of what Dale did on me in the first lap, but the guy turns into a ghost car and Dale's lucky to not get taken out there. But anyway, I'm thinking, well, I don't know if he's got a penalty because my race engineer hasn't told me, so I'm going to go for this one. I've deserved this race, so I'm not going to do anything stupid, but he's going slow, so I'm trying my best to get past him. And he's locking up, running wide, so here I go take the outside line, and a little nudge there, but from what I interpret this, I didn't turn into the corner, I was just trying to take the outside line. You see it again. Here, he's locked up there, little nudge, and I'm off the track now. I'm not really turning in, and he nudges me from what I think, and yeah, I get a penalty. But I mean, I saw that as a racing incident. But anyway, got the penalty. He's crying about it in game chat, and I go on to win the race. But obviously I'm not going to win the race without 10-second penalty. But if you look at Dale, he's cut the corner twice, if you see that, and he's only got a 10-second penalty and he rammed me. But it obviously deserved this voice message.
Noob, do you not know how to drive on this game? You fucking imbecile. Learn the fucking rules.
Yep, that's what he sent to me. after his driving in that race. And just to show what some guys sent me a few races before, it's nice to come across a good racer. So obviously it's just his opinion. Anyway, that's just me showing you, in my opinion, what a noob driver is on F1. Something that you come across a lot if you play F1. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later, guys.